Imagine starring in a movie with Danny DeVito, and not even realizing it. Well, that's what happened to Michael Keaton when he made his triumphant return for Tim Burton's Beetlejuice. Keaton reprised the role of Beetlejuice after almost 40 years, returning to terrify the Dietz family once again. But this time, his ex-wife Dolores, Monica Bellucci, was hunting him. To set the stage for how terrifying the new villain is, Dolores approaches a random janitor in the afterlife, lifting him in the air with one hand and stealing his soul. That poor, blue-faced janitor was none other than It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and Batman Returns star Danny DeVito. Promoting his new movie Goodrich, Michael Keaton told Forbes, "I didn't know he was in Beetlejuice. While Keaton and Danny DeVito don't share any screen time, you'd think the two Tim Burton veterans would know they were appearing in the same, multi-million-dollar movie." According to Keaton, the director failed to share that information, and he was completely caught off guard when watching an early cut of the film. "Tim didn't tell me that, and I was watching an early cut of it and I see and go, wait a minute," Michael Keaton continued. DeVito only appears in a single scene at the start of the movie. The actor's role wasn't publicized before the film's release, and it caught many audiences by surprise. The film doesn't immediately reveal DeVito's cameo either. Audiences see a blue janitor working in the background, who looks somewhat like the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia star. And Michael Keaton had the exact same experience during the screening. He continued, "You can't recognize him right away, and then you can barely recognize him, and then, from another angle, I realized it was him. He's a really, really nice man, Danny. I really like him a lot, really sweet dude. Will Beetlejuice ever happen?" Not only does Tim Burton have the chance to round out what would be a great horror/comedy trilogy, the acclaimed director also has the opportunity to tell the best cinematic joke ever. The title of the 2024 sequel, Beetlejuice, earned a small chuckle when it was announced. But, it's almost guaranteed that the internet will go wild if Beetlejuice is officially greenlit in the future. "Come on Tim, that should be reason enough to do a SNL monologue" brings Michael Keaton face to face with multiple Beetlejuices. The Beetlejuice actor had some company during his opening monologue on SNL. If the incredible title isn't enough persuasion for Hollywood to offer Burton all the money in the world to round out the threequel, the new movie was also the biggest box office release in September. Beetlejuice earned over $430 million during its box office run. While it was never going to catch up with the monolith that was Deadpool and Wolverine, Burton's latest has become the 10th highest-grossing film of 2024, so far. However, the decision ultimately falls on Tim Burton. The director has previously joked that Beetlejuice will never happen because of how long it took for him to make the original. "Well, if the same time frame goes on, I'll be about 100. So maybe. I doubt it," was his response. Although, the internet is still holding out hope for a third installment down the line. Beetlejuice is the sequel to the original Tim Burton classic that starred Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder in a horror comedy that involved ghosts trying to scare off new homebuyers from taking their house. The sequel brings back Michael Keaton as the hilarious and sleazy ghost with selfish intentions, now joined by Jenna Ortega in a new role. Release date: September 6, 2024. Director: Tim Burton. Cast: Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder, Catherine O'Hara, Jenna Ortega, Justin Theroux, Willem Dafoe, Monica Bellucci, Arthur Conti, Nick Kellington, Santiago Cabrera, Bern Gorman, Danny DeVito, Sammy Slimane, Amy Nuttall, Mark Heenan, Charlie Hopkinson, Liv Spencer, Skylar Park, Matthew Lyons, Jane Leaney, David Ayers, Sophie Holland, Walls Hammond. Runtime: 104 minutes.